Hi everyone, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to what might be the most exciting vlog that I've ever done. Definitely my most exciting vlog since I moved to Australia. I honestly can't believe that I'm saying this and that I'm actually filming this vlog after so long of thinking about it and planning it. But in this video, I'm going to be flying back to Manchester. I am going to be surprising my mum. She has no idea that I'm coming back to England. I have kept it very well hidden, so actually not many people at all know that I'm going back. It's very, very top secret right now, so you will not have seen me post about it or mention it or anything because it is this huge surprise that I'm planning, which hopefully I have pulled it off successfully, but I'm pretty sure my mum has no idea that I'm going back. If you've not seen any of my videos before, or if you just need a little recap, I moved to Australia 4 months ago now. I got here on the 1st of February. Time has gone so quickly. It has been the best 4 months ever. I love Australia, I love Brisbane, I love life here. So you guys might be thinking, why am I going back to England after 4 months? The only reason I'm going back, of course, is Miss Taylor Swift. If you didn't know from my socials, I am a big Taylor fan, and I have had tickets for the Eras tour since I got them, which was almost a year ago now. I think we got them last June or last July they came out. Obviously I knew that I was moving to Australia and I did try to get Australia ticket, but I couldn't get them, so I held on to my UK ticket. I always knew that I was going to go back, but I've been playing it down as if I'm not going back now, and I've told my mum that I sold my tickets and everything and I'm not going to the concerts. Look, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. This concert and this tour means a lot to me. It is a big bucket list thing, and I just knew that I could not miss it. The tickets were so hard to get. I've got tickets for 3 shows and I'm going to be vlogging the Eras tour and my whole UK trip, so stay tuned to my channel if you want to see that. So yeah, today is Tuesday and I actually leave Brisbane on Thursday morning, so I've literally only got today and tomorrow to get everything ready. On Thursday, I go down to Sydney, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be my first time ever seeing Sydney because I only saw the airport last time. I left Manchester 7 months ago now at the beginning of December, so it's been such a long time. Don't get me wrong, it's gone so fast, but 7 months is a long time. It's the longest time that I've gone without seeing my mum. Okay, so now I've explained what we're doing, let's crack on with the to-do list. So today I have just put in all my washing so that I've got clean washing to pack, and now I'm about to start my outfit planning and my packing. We are of course going to be playing the set list while I do my packing to get excited. Right, the packing cubes are out, the backpack is out. I got a bit stressed because I couldn't find them. I thought I'd thrown them away, but no, I did keep them. I have not managed to pack everything yet, but I've decided that I am not going to use my backpack. I'm going to go to Kmart and buy a suitcase because it's just making me stressed, the thought of packing my backpack. I just feel like I've got a lot of things. Like, I'm taking back this package for my friend Zoe for her family, and then I've also got all this stuff in here which is just a few gifts for my sister. My half sister's having a baby, so I'll show you actually. This nice shop in Australia called Kaiser Craft. It's a little bit like Clinton's kind of vibe, I guess, but I got her like this little book and then got her a little card, and then oh yeah, these baby cards. It'll be worth it, and it won't be that expensive from Kmart. These boots, which are for the concerts, and obviously I don't want to be putting those in my backpack. I think like they would fit in. I could probably put them in straight like that, but you know what I mean, it's just gonna be a hassle. I've just got too much stuff. But I am packing for a few different things. So obviously I've got the concerts, which all my costumes are in that packing cube, and then this packing cube and this one are my actual clothes. Obviously in the UK it's summer, but UK summer is like very unpredictable, especially in Manchester. I am going to London as well. I'm going to Dublin, and before I come back to Oz, I'm going to Greece. The point is that I'm kind of packing for a lot of different potential weather. Okay, I've just pulled up at Kmart. I'm going to go in and try and get a suitcase, and I need to go to the bank as well, which is also in here. I think that's it. I need to ask the nail salon if I need an appointment for tomorrow, because that is also where I'm going now. Okay, I've not styled my hair today, but good morning. It's my last day in Brisbane. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Even though I keep saying it's my last day, I'm literally coming back, but it's my last day for about 4 weeks. I think I'm gone, so it is quite a long time. Literally tearing up. I'm actually not crying, I've just got a cold. 5 to 9, I dropped the kids off at school and then I went to get a coffee from, of course, my favourite coffee shop, which I literally show you in every single vlog. I go there every day if I'm not working in my other cafe. It's called Paddock Espresso and it is the best coffee in Brisbane. Got my coffee and as I was leaving I said to the owner, oh, it's my last coffee for quite a few weeks because I'm going away, and he was like, no, you can't say things like that to me. Yeah, definitely feels more real when I actually tell people. Obviously because it's so secret, I've not really told anyone besides like my friends here, and obviously my host family know, like they're giving me the time off to go and stuff. If you've never flown with a cold before, it hurts, so not looking forward to that. I need to get some bits to make a cake for the kids because I want to do that today. Just a little like goodbye cake, even though I'm not leaving, but just like I'm gonna write on the top of it like see you in a few weeks. Okay, I'm back home. These are my nails. Why is it not focusing? Oh, it doesn't want to focus because of the glitter, I think. But I went for this pink, really glittery, very Taylor Swift, very Eras Tour. And then I forgot to show you yesterday when I bought it, but this is my new suitcase that I just got from Kmart. I feel like it looks really small on camera, but it is actually quite a big size. And I really love the colour as well, which also isn't showing that well on camera, but it's a really nice baby blue colour. They had quite a good selection actually, and they had a really cheap one which was only $29, which is crazy, but it was just not that good quality, and I would rather pay a bit extra and have one that I'm actually gonna use a few times and one that will hopefully not break or anything, because it seems like good quality. So that's the name of the case if anyone wants to know. Yeah, $99, which is just over £50, so I feel like it's still a bit cheaper than what it would cost in the UK. It's also got a combination lock built into it, and it's one where you like put the zip in here as the key. I just feel like packing a case for a holiday is so much easier than packing a backpack. Also, it came out yesterday. I got these 3 packing cubes because mine are very, very well used from my backpacking trip, so I just thought I would get some extra ones. These were only $10, I think, for the 3. So I also went to a pet store just now after the nail salon, and I got my dog a little present. I am so excited to see my dog and give her this little present. Everything is koala themed, of course, because I feel like that's just classic Australia souvenirs. Okay guys, it's 2:45. I think I've finally finished my packing, or like as much as I can do until tomorrow morning when I put in the last minute things that I need to use tonight and stuff. This is my new bag. Oh my gosh, it was so much easier packing a suitcase than it was trying to fit all of that into my backpack. Obviously I've done backpacking 3 times now. I can do it, but I just didn't want to do it for this trip. I feel so much happier having my suitcase and this room is really weird. It's like so quiet, but it's so echoey. So I'm talking and I can hear myself like echoing around the whole room. Anyway, I have just landed in Sydney. I'm very, very excited. Obviously, Sydney is one of those like iconic places that you think of when you picture Australia, so I'm very excited to see it finally for the first time. It's almost 2:20. I checked into my hostel about an hour ago now. Honestly, I've just been sat on my bed resting. Even though I've only come from Brisbane, I feel absolutely wiped out. I don't know why, but I feel exhausted. I woke up at 6:15 today, but to be fair, I wake up at 6:30 every day. I'm coming down with a bit of a cold or something, so I think that's why I'm feeling so tired and run down. Obviously not ideal because I've been excited to come to Sydney and it's the start of a big long journey for me. I'm staying at Wake Up Hostel here in Sydney. They have very kindly gifted me this stay and we're working together on content for Instagram and stuff, so I'm going to show you a room tour, and they gave me some little gifts as well, which is really sweet. I'll show you that when I get back. I am about to head out and get a coffee to hopefully wake myself up, make me feel a bit more ready to go and do some stuff. I've literally barely planned this Sydney trip because obviously this is the start of a bigger trip for me, so my main focus on planning was obviously booking my flight home and then planning like the surprise for my mum and all that stuff. So Sydney, I've not really planned it, I've just kind of shown up here. So guys, first impressions of Sydney. it is freezing. Like, I'm genuinely so cold right now. My fingers feel like they're gonna drop off and my ears hurt because I'm that cold. I feel like I'm being so dramatic because it's literally like, it's 16 degrees and obviously I'm from Manchester, like I should not be cold right now. Acclimatised to hot weather because I've been away 7 months now. And obviously I live in Brisbane and it's a lot warmer there, so yeah, I'm definitely feeling the cold. But I just went to get a coffee and then I've come to this like donut shop that I saw on maps. It had a lot of good reviews, so I've actually not tried it yet, but I will show you what I got. One other thing I noticed, I don't know if this is just in like the CBD area, but none of the coffee shops that I passed had seats inside. They were all just like takeaway, so I'm literally like sat on a bench, but I'll show you what I got. So the coffee that I got is actually not from here, it's from this place which is called Kingswood Coffee, but this is the donut shop. It's called Short Stop. They do actually do coffee as well, but I'll show you inside the different flavours that they got. I'm just back at my hostel. It's gone so dark and it's literally 5:05. Sydney is definitely giving more winter vibes than Brisbane. As I said, I think in the last clip that I filmed, I said how cold I was out there. Like, it genuinely feels freezing to me. I did not pack for this weather at all. The only thing that I've got really is I've got my White Fox pullover, which is new, like a pullover fleece, so that's what I've been wearing today. And then I've got my cotton on leather jacket, which I've been wearing over the top of this, but that does not feel warm enough. I feel like I need a puffer coat or something. But yeah, after the donut place, I just had a walk around that kind of area. I don't actually know what that area is called. My hostel is near Chinatown, so it's quite central. I found this market hall, which was basically like a big indoor market filled with a lot of different souvenirs and stuff like that, and it was very, very, very cheap. So I'll insert a clip that I took of the outside. And I did actually buy a few things because also just tried my donut and I give it a solid 10 out of 10. I ended up getting the maple, I think it was called maple walnut and brown butter. Still need to show you my little welcome package. Let me do that now actually. I'm going to do a room tour tomorrow just because it's going dark now and I always feel like room tours just look better in natural daylight. It's very bright in here during the day. So I got this little note which just says, "Welcome to Wake Up Emma, we hope you have an amazing time in Sydney, enjoy these goodies." I got this tote bag just filled with some snacks and treats, which is honestly so sweet. Okay, quickly show you the souvenirs that I got. So I got this mug for my mum, which I'm not going to take out of the box, but it's a really nice koala print, and then it says Australia on the handle. This was only $5, like that is £2.60 or something, which is just crazy cheap. I also got this little coin purse which was $1.50. I got a little Australian mirror to give to one of my friends. This was $4. I saw this card and it had like a lucky coin in it. Don't know if you can see, but it's got koalas on and it says Australia. So I also got this for my mum because I thought she could keep the lucky coin as like a token in her purse or something. But if you are in Sydney and you need to get souvenirs, definitely go to get them from this market because they were so cheap and they had so much more stuff than this as well. I just had to restrain myself because my suitcase is already overweight. So I'm going out for dinner tonight with one of my followers actually, a girl called Carla. I put out a post on my Instagram like a few weeks ago saying I was going to be in Sydney on these dates, and I also asked if anyone wanted to do the kayak with me tomorrow, which I'll tell you about tomorrow, but I'm doing a kayak tour tomorrow morning. Okay, it is morning 2 in Sydney. I couldn't speak then. I'm still very tired today, but it is 8 AM, 20 past 8, and we've just finished our sunrise kayak. So I did not take my vlogging camera on the kayak because, let me tell you, it was a little bit bumpy in there. I did take my phone and I managed to get some pictures and a few videos which will be like put on Instagram and stuff. Just the little cafe that we're in, it's right on the harbour. And then this is Carla. She's local to Sydney but she's never done the kayaking before. What did you think of the kayak?
It was really fun.
Sorry, putting you on the spot. It was really good. We didn't get a good sunrise but the views were really good, even though it was cloudy. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me because it's currently very, very windy. I've just come down to Bondi, so I took an Uber here from my hostel, which is more like central Sydney, and it was about 22 minutes in an Uber. Literally as soon as I got in the Uber it started raining, which is just so typical. So I got out of the Uber in the rain at the Bondi Icebergs, which is like a really famous outdoor swimming pool, but it did not look anything like the pictures I've seen because of the weather. But yeah, I went to a little cafe, just got a coffee to see if the rain stopped, and it has actually stopped, but it's still very, very windy and the weather is just really shit. I've decided to do the walk anyway, so this is the Bondi to, I think it's called Bondi to Bronte, like coastal walk or something, and literally everyone was telling me that I have to do this walk, so I was like, okay, I can't leave Sydney and not do this, even though the weather is awful. This is the start of the walk. I think it's basically like a coastal walk that just covers a lot of beaches along Bondi. I literally, like 2 minutes after I filmed the last clip, it started pouring down, like it's absolutely pouring down. I'm stood under a tree, I'm still getting wet, but I've got like some shelter at least now. I just called an Uber to go back to my hostel because yeah, I feel like if I turn the camera around it's not even going to capture how bad it's raining. But obviously I've got no jacket, I mean I've got no coat, this is my only jacket that I've got for the whole trip and I need to wear it out tonight. So I've just decided to end the walk early and go back to my hostel because that is the best option for me right now. Okay, bit of an update. I think the last thing that I vlogged was when I was in the Uber back to the hostel, or I was about to get in the Uber back to the hostel after that chaos at Bondi. Oh my goodness, it has been torrential rain ever since then. Like I was 2 minutes into the coastal walk and this torrential rain just came down. I was like, I literally cannot even brave it. I wanted to brave it, but the whole coastal walk was obviously a coastal walk, like completely open, no shelter by the beach, all the wind coming in, all the rain coming in. While I was waiting for my shoes to dry and my clothes to dry, because I've only got one jumper to wear and I've not really got any pants because my jeans are wet, I tried to have a nap, but for some reason I just could not fall asleep, even though I feel absolutely drained because we woke up so early today and the kayaking was so much more strenuous than I expected it to be. Day 3 in Sydney, you can see right behind me here is of course the iconic Sydney Opera House. I feel like I am officially in Sydney now that I've seen this. Can't believe how quiet it is up here, like there's barely anyone, probably because of the weather today, but still like I expected it to be a lot more packed than this. I imagine in summer it probably is. Just started the day by doing a, oh that was close, started the day by doing a walking tour of the city. So I'll write on screen the one that I did. It was actually a free walking tour and I really recommend it if you're coming to Sydney. Obviously it's free as well, you can leave a tip at the end if you want to. So that finished up just near the Opera House, so I thought I may as well come and see it. It rained literally the whole walking tour, and like torrential rain like yesterday. It's literally like stopped raining for a second, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see the Opera House while it has stopped raining. And now I think I'm gonna go and grab some food, but I'm not really sure where to go. I've just been looking on maps, but I've not found anywhere that I want to go yet. See where I end up. I think I'm just gonna like wander around this area. Hello everyone. First of all, sorry it is so dark in this room. This is literally how it looks with all the lights on. Anyway, it's Sunday the 16th of June. I am in Kuala Lumpur, which is stop number 2 of my long journey home. But yeah, last night I flew from Sydney to KL. I had an overnight flight with Air Asia, which is actually the same flight that I took on my way into Australia, but obviously the opposite way. I went KL to Sydney with Air Asia, same time and everything. Honestly, I miss Australia already, but I'm obviously so excited for this trip and to go home as well. So yeah, first big flight of the journey is done. That was an 8.5-hour flight, but that was leg 1. I still have 2 more long haul flights to go until I'm home. I'm actually currently just in an airport hotel, so I made the decision to book in an airport hotel rather than go into KL City, just because I've been into the city a lot of times before and it's a great city to have a layover, but just with the timings of my flights it wouldn't have been worth me taking the hour taxi into the city, the hour taxi back to the airport. So I thought I'm just going to stay in the airport hotel for a few hours. So I checked in when I landed at 4 AM and I paid up until 2 PM because you can just pay hourly. So I had like a good amount of time to sleep, and it's 2 o'clock now, so I'm going to go get some food. I'm still in the airport. I'm in like the arrivals hall of the airport. So I'm gonna get some food before I check into my next flight, which is with Emirates to Dubai. I will write the name of this hotel on screen. If you do have a layover in KL, I really recommend that you stay here. It's an amazing city to have a layover if you've got time to go into the city and explore. But if you've just got a few hours and you need to sleep somewhere in the airport, I really recommend this hotel, so definitely check it out. I'm in the cafe now. Sorry if you can't hear me because there's some really weird loud music playing. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's sort of like, I don't know, spa music or something. But anyway, I've come to Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, which was one of my favourite cafes when I was travelling in Malaysia. It's kind of like a chain, but I would say it's nicer than like Starbucks or anything like that, but it is sort of a chain of that size, I guess, in Malaysia. If you're coming to Malaysia, then definitely try it. But I just got a bagel. I really like the bagels from here when I've had them before. And then I got a coffee, which is actually my first coffee outside of Australia. I'm kind of scared because everyone always said after you move to Australia or after you've been travelling in Australia and you get used to their coffee, it's then really hard to go back to having non-Australian coffee, which I have definitely gotten used to their coffee. I met Aussies while travelling and they told me like, oh, Australia has the best coffee in the world, I can't drink coffee anywhere else. I always thought they were exaggerating a little bit, but having lived in Oz for 4 and a bit months now, I can confirm they do have the best coffee in the world. But let's see how I feel having this one. Okay, yeah, I can see it's not Australian. It's not awful, but I can definitely tell like the difference. I totally get what people mean now. Coffee in Australia is like unmatched. Best. Well, anyway, that's my coffee, and I got my bagel as well. I got the poppy seed one with cream cheese. This is where I'm sat. That over there is the hotel that I was telling you guys about, where I've just come from.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What's happened? Surprise me. Have you left there?
So I've just got back from the airport. I'm just with my mum now.
Hi.
I'll insert the clip that I took on my phone, but that was for Instagram, so it'll be like the wrong way around, but you'll still be able to see it. But yeah, she's not very happy with how she reacted because she was very shocked in the video. Well, she said she didn't look that happy, but I think you can just tell that she was really shocked.
I was in shock.
Yeah,
because
you can see that you're in shock.
You told me you was upset, so I thought something bad had happened.
I did, because I was trying to get her to stay in the house, so I told her that I needed to FaceTime her because I was really upset, and said like it was about my job because that's the only way that I knew she would stay in. And so then when I showed up, she thought I'd like quit my job or something, because otherwise she was thinking like, why would I leave Australia because I like it so much there. So yeah.
And not tell me.
And not tell you as well.
But I am really pleased to see you.